So, last week you guys were told by Achilles, whatever her name is, that Dale got into prison. You decided you might as well get him out. He does something. So, you paid for his bail, as well as sending some more items around the town, getting some more information, and finding that if you want to sell the gems you got from the Total Library, you had to head up to the Human Lands. They had the money to do it. A nighttime battle with Carrick arrived when some bandits wanted what he had, and since he was alone, they took the chance. Two of them survived, they got put in jail. Apparently they're now buddy buds with Carrick. You guys headed up to Stretton to sell your stuff. Adesh is getting her sword enchanted to have Mouthpick again, so that's over there. And you went to talk to Laban to get passage through Dragon's Crossing. And the only real thing he could give you was to clear out this little encampment that's quite a ways off east of Stretton. You were given the option to either do it with diplomacy or just to kill everyone there. Upon arriving, everyone thought it was going to be elves. It wasn't elves, it was lizard folk, as well as Amaranth. And the party noticed that Amaranth has the weird 8 symbol on his head. Party decided to camp in the camp, just near the outside of it. And you guys were formulating a plan. So continue with your formulations.
With our rogue seemingly broken-hearted.
Yeah. The rogue's not going to be there.
How would we like to adjust the plan, since we don't know if the lizard folk are mind-controlled? It can be easily assumed that they are religious fanatics.
Yeah. I don't know, man. What do we do?
Oh, Dale and Falgor don't have any suggestions.
First of all, I give everyone a rundown of everything I've gathered about Adarant.
Yeah, your knowledge is coming back to it, what?
Yeah.
Yep. Has anyone fought these lizard folk before?
We have.
What weapons? Were their weapons magical in any way?
I don't think so, no.
Carrick, you can roll intelligence if you want.
Okay. God, this huge bonus. Poof. Rolled badly, and it still did it.
If I remember correctly, Carrick can use a lot of detect magic every day.
Yes, I can. Which is not too hard. I was thinking about that maybe. Yeah, I'll just use one of my at-will abilities to detect magic along the or far out 60 feet is Alright, so I can get
60? Isn't detect magic only 30? Or have you got an enhanced version that I don't know about?
No, is it? Oh, is it only 30? Oh, my bad.
I'm remembering 30. Unless I'm remembering a different version.
When you're remembering how far your spell can reach.
Oh no, sorry. The range is 60 feet.
Yeah.
I might be thinking of a different version.
My whole world's come crashing down on me now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes, a lot of the lizard folk that you can see have magical hand axes. You can also see 4 smaller magical auras in their bags.
They each have 4 small auras in their bags?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they're not poorly equipped. Their weapons seem to be enhanced with magic.
Great.
And, if I focus...
You can use spellcraft to see how powerful they are, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Spellcraft.
Just need to find the correct cast level. What it would be?
By all means.
When we'll talk, I'll just say to Falgor quietly that if it all hits the fan, splash like haste potion I gave you a while back on me in bear form. If you have the time.
Yeah. I will.
What do we know about this?
I'm pretty
Just
sure
pondering the
that
spell.
the weapons are faint magic items.
Okay. Not terribly strong. I'm mostly nervous about what's in their bags. Can I tell what type of? Yeah.
Oh, great.
That's caster level. It goes all the way up to 21st and plus, so epic levels. But
Alright.
we're starting now, Dale.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did
We're
say
just
that
covering
both.
our strategy.
Yeah, you're making a strategy, and I even said your character by name. Um,
By the way, I totally
you
forgot
can
in
roll another
Spellcraft remind me.
spellcraft for the the magic auras in
Bags?
for the spell school. That's it.
Oh, okay.
What is your spellcraft
Is
anyway?
this
Plus 18. Okay, you don't need to roll it.
okay?
You can just tell that they are conjuration. The things in their bags are conjuration spell school.
Okay. Likely they are likely. Sorry, they are all likely equipped with what looks to be healing potions.
Great.
I am taking a little bit of an assumption there, but most people carry bags of potions. They're healing. And the weapons gave off what sort of aura?
For the strength for the magic school.
The magic school.
You're asking the hard questions there, because I don't know what the magic school would
Yeah,
be. Let me check.
sorry. The only thing I can think of to deal with this in a sort of diplomatic scenario is to create some sort of bad omen that would be in line with their religion that would make them want to disperse or leave.
Do you know anything about their religion?
Might be able to. At the moment, though, I'm still pondering over their axes. I don't know. Does anybody else have religious?
It
No.
is transmutation.
Transmutation. Okay. So likely their weapons are normally enhanced. They're just seemingly well crafted and enchanted. Yeah, I'd like to think on what I know of their religion and perhaps what could be a bad omen or sign, if they have any sort of superstitions. I'm specifically trying to think of anything that could make any of them kind of disband.
So, knowledge religion. No, you do not know of anything.
Damn. That's out the window.
Does anybody else know anything about this Samael
Nope.
creature?
Let's have a look.
Nothing noteworthy.
Nope. My brain doesn't let me. Could always ask.
You want me to ask them what would be a bad omen and then try and mimic it without them? That'd be some intent.
Hey, what are you scared of? Scared of fish.
Yeah, they were pretty dead set on purging the world.
Yeah.
No.
We could say that there's already. You saw some lizard folk attacking elsewhere.
I'll tell you what. What's would is it fair to say that most likely my most common interaction with the lizard folk at this point would have been followers of Sazori?
Who?
Sazori?
Well, no,
Like
which
the-
lizard folk?
My interactions with lizard folk up until this point as Carrick.
Well,
Or
most people
just-
have Sazori as their main religion on this island.
I was just thinking back because the time I've seen lizard folk, they're usually like active worshippers.
Well, that's the thing about the Sasori thing. You don't have to be an active worshipper. You just really have to believe in it, and then that's pretty much it. You can be devout by not wearing any clothes and having the mark, but they're happy you just believing in Sasori and believing in what the books and that say.
So,
Would I be able to
It's
make a
official.
separate knowledge religion check based off of Sazori? Trying to think of maybe some sort of icon that might draw their attention elsewhere? Or would that just be under the same check?
It's pretty common knowledge that the only real thing that shows that you're a follower of Sazori is the mark that you get if you're a devout worshipper,
Oh.
and then there's the statues of Sazori, and then there's the smaller relics that come in silver and gold.
Smaller relics, silver, gold.
Which are the ones that you as players have seen before in their temples, as well as the ones that they've just had around them.
We could lure him in some type of trap by getting a few of them together and say that it's a follower of Sazari, and hopefully that little band will go take it out. Well, try and take it out, then ambush him. Get rid of a few at a time so it's not all one big cluster.
I just don't know how we would persuade them to go out. Also, I don't know how. I was only really up for sneaking around to find out if they were under mind control. But if they're religious fanatics, if like the options are they're either under mind control or they're religious fanatics, it doesn't really change our situation towards them. They don't seem to be be able to be reasoned with.
As I'm saying, so if we do have to come to combat, we could try and take a few out at a time by. So, like, if we go to one of them, like the one above us there, if we tell him to grab a few men, because we've seen a devout follower of Sazari, so, through the woods, they'd go, you're good with talking, just make sure they think it's only one person. One of us, strip down, get the sign drawn on the back.
I'm not comfortable with lying. I'm also not good at it. Out of character.
I could try scaring him with Intimidate.
Sounds great. Do that.
Let me guess,
Well, that
Achilles
would
has
be-
good bluff.
Well, actually,
I
what
could
would
do the
be...
bluffing if that's what we want to go with, but I think we probably have to have something a bit more than, oh, there's just a follower, devout follower is already down there, let's go kill him, or
I don't know. That's just
I don't really know why they would just go after that. Like, there has to be something a bit bigger, I think. It has to be convincing enough for them to actually come.
Did anyone see a relic of theirs to Samuel? Oh, I guess none of us checked out the tent.
Oh yeah.
If we found something that, was precious to them,
It
we
says
might be able
being
to draw it
destroyed.
off.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't need, honestly, Adesia, you don't need clothing to be capable in your bear form.
Uh-huh.
Is what you've told me so far,
Yep.
right? Then, I mean, we could fake the mark of Cesori on you. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be. And if they just saw.
Well,
What
Carrick's
looks
already
to
had
be,
Achilles. He wants Odessia now.
Strut your stuff, babe. No, but I mean, if a seemingly devout follower of Cesori took a relic of theirs and ran off with it, just in the middle of the day, they would most likely go after you, and it doesn't look like Adoranth has any care
Yeah.
for them, and that way we'd be able to separate the two forces.
Well, for sure. Sounds good to me anyway. But we need to find that relic or whatever we're going to run with.
Yeah.
And I want to stay out of view if I'm going to be doing it, because if they see me now and see me running, they won't be too bothered.
No, I gotcha.
And the only person with disguise is not here.
Yeah. I mean, if we luck out, if luck favors us, we would be able to draw them out. You turn into your bear, all of a sudden they're fighting a bear, and then we'd flank them.
Yeah.
And hopefully we could... Jeez.
I was gonna say, thanks to Fish reminding me, I realized that I had Lamar's animated tower shield the whole time.
The crowd goes silent.
No, they just
That's
face
pretty
palm.
helpful. Are you able to have that equipped to yourself?
It's animated.
Yeah, but you still need to be able to use it.
Yeah, you're proficient with it.
Yeah.
Let me check.
That'll be a +5 to your AC and a -2 to your attacks.
Even though it's animated?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird.
Animated only allows you to use your other hand. You still take all the penalties.
It's weird.
Oh, okay. It's so heavy floating in front of me.
Pretty much, yeah.
No, that's fair, I suppose, if you're like fighting.
Well, it's not really floating in
purposefully
front of
with a
you.
wall.
It's kind of like it's floating just a few inches away from your wrist.
Gotcha.
You still gotta kind of move with it.
Warblades get all shields proficiency except tower shields. So let's just say,
Damn.
and because of the fact that I totally forgot about it until now, let's just say that I left it in the
Airship.
airship.
Great.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I can't use it. Falgor, you can't use it, right?
No,
Fargo already has a shield.
I just bought a new
yeah,
shield.
the same.
Yeah. I'm
But
already
yeah,
using.
I can use tower shields.
I'm already using an animated tower shield.
Okay, so I guess we'd have to check out these tents in the morning because it's nighttime, right? Or is it evening? I don't really remember when we left off.
Or we could
Wait,
have
what?
someone who's good at sneaking and moving in shadows quietly and while everyone is sleeping.
Yeah, they're not here.
I
Yep.
wish.
And it would be evening.
Okay. So, still walk around kind of freely at this point.
Well, due to the whole type in. I think Dale's probably best to ask how to join and then if they've got any relics of it. So just to get a bit of information of the relic. What we're gonna try.
Join. I was gonna look around. I mean, if we all know what Samuel looks like, right? Do I know what Samuel looks like?
No one knows what Samael looks like.
I mean, relic-wise.
It's a big ass snake.
Okay. Right? Giant snake. Pretty easy to spot.
I mean, you pretty much only have to go off of the paintings and the statues to see what Sazori or Samael looks like. Nobody's seen them in years. Centuries. Eons.
Yeah. I was just worried because of my really low religion check. I was like, maybe. Yeah, so we could. Dale and Falgor and I, we could go check out the tents. And basically any spot the lizard folk are gathering, maybe we a relic. If we can just get our eyes on it and know where it is, that would be a good start. Yes? No?
Yeah.
That may work.
How are we going to explain ourselves if they start asking, like, why are you looking into our tents?
Well, we are active emissaries, so let's stick as close to the truth as you can. They haven't really seemed to care about us walking about the camp, to be honest.
Different just walking through and talking to people than peeking inside where they live.
Yeah. I don't know. I
And
don't
snooping
have a-
around.
Yeah.
But this is an RPG. You can go in their house and destroy their pots.
Have
I guess
Are any,
whether or not how long they could put up. We could say you caught me. We're checking to see how long your encampment could last here, because that would affect
Yeah.
how long diplomacy could, how long we could be here as emissaries or whatever, how long we would expect them to stay. What am I saying? Information. It would be information helpful to pushing for them to like surrender or to retreat if their supplies seem limited, you know. Even though we're pretty sure that that's not a problem, that's not a thing for them. It seems like fair enough. I don't know. Am I making sense, or is it just my brain that's making sense to me?
I mean, it's better than just telling the truth, but don't really see how it would give us any more permission to keep snooping around.
Oh no, yeah, it's basically just to not antagonize them any further and then walk away. I don't know how to push the subject.
Well, whilst we were walking around the camp, did anyone notice that if any of the tents had open doors or out? Or was they all closed? You could always just walk past it and have a look. You don't have to go in the tent.
All of the flaps are closed. So you would actually have to put your hand in it and move it aside.
I mean, without any sort of intel, if I had to, I was a betting man, I would bet on that large tent that seems to be the best guarded.
Yeah.
of them all, as a place of worship or something of value, because it doesn't seem like Adoran has said himself. It doesn't seem
Stu,
like
you're kind of
he's
robotic.
actually hold up.
Right.
Yes.
It doesn't seem like Amaranth is. I mean, Amaranth flat out said that he's not. He's not leading these forces. So I don't think that they're protecting his tent. I think that's their tent that they're protecting.
That's not exactly what he said. He basically just corrected what you said, because you said he was following them, but he said that they're following him.
Gotcha. Huh. My mistake. Oh, that's what I would bet on. Either that or we could possibly do something with the supply wagons, but any move that we take is
Gonna
going
cause
to be
aggression.
obviously us. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
And I guess trying to fake that you're a follower of Sazori seems kind of silly since they've seen us all.
Yeah.
Um,
All these
So-
ideas we needed a rogue for.
yeah.
Oh, we could sneak over. No.
Nope.
Or we can try and steal. No.
Nope. Could you disguise her? No. We could lie? Nope. Son of a bitch.
Well, Falgor said he could lie.
I can lie.
Alright.
You don't have to be a rogue to lie.
Decent bluff.
Well, we don't have to have one of the... Well, how about somebody ask, say, like one of the lizard folks on this side, if they have any relics they worship to show support to Samuel, or whatever this guy's called. Then if they do, Falgor can go to a few at the top, say that you've seen a follower of Sazori destroying one of these relics, whatever they're called. And if they believe you, a few of them will go try and fight off. Possibly. If not, they'll just brush you aside. I don't see any bad...
But without proper info of the religion, which none of us seem to be educated on, a very soft line of questioning would show that we didn't know what we were talking about at the very least.
What do you say? You're gathering information. You don't have to... You say you want to learn more. Like, you want to know how to become... Like, Dale could probably do this. Just say, like, you want to know how to become one of them. Like, what do you pray to and stuff like that. And say, like, the idiots of Zari have these temples and statues around they pray to. What do you have?
Pose. That would take... It would likely take hours, if not maybe a couple days to like get them to let us into their routine. They don't seem very open-minded.
True. I don't know.
I don't know if anyone else
We don't
is
have...
worried about that poor orc that's stuck in the cage, but I don't
Definitely.
think he's going to last much longer.
Yeah, true. Goddamn. Well, our ideas are going up the floor.
I would like to take just to size up these woods. Are these woods very, is it, we're in winter right now, right? Is it actually snow covered, or is it very dry and not snowy, or what is our environment like? I'm just wondering how flammable these woods are.
It's snowy, yes.
Okay.
You would think about in height. About
Sorry,
to the middle
what
of your,
height?
to the middle of your shin.
Okay. Ugh.
For the forest itself, it's a thick forest for where you are because you're currently in an incline, so the trees are separated somewhat.
These trees are separated from the rest of the trees, or these trees here are
The
relatively
trees that
far
you see
apart?
near you, near this encampment, they are kind of close together, but you are on an incline because you are on a kind of a hill kind of area.
Okay.
That's why there's drops below and such, because you're on a hill right now. So there would be some separation between the trees going up and down.
Gotcha. Well, depending on the wind, uh, so okay, with the snow in mind, how dry does the forest seem since it is winter?
Not too dry, but there are
Not too dry.
leaves on the
Okay.
trees.
All right.
The area in the encampment has been cleared away, though.
Gotcha. Well, suppose I'm not thinking about one strategic advantage that we do have, and we have flight on our side. With Dale having wings and us having an airship, uh, I don't know what the capabilities are of the lizard folk themselves or Adarants when it comes to flight. Um, but perhaps Dale could get his hands on the orc. If we bust open the cage, Dale could get the orc up to the airship.
Could he really fly with it in his hand?
I mean, are you capable of that, Dale?
He did say be right back.
Did he?
Yeah. He said it, not.
Damn it.
I'm not so sure myself, but I'll see what I can do.
You can't fly if you're medium weight, I think.
Okay. Well, even if he can't fly with his weight, we could possibly rope it. And correct me if I'm wrong, DM. We could have a rope dangling on the side, and we could have somebody tied to the ship, essentially, and have someone pull them up. Perhaps.
So you want to tie a rope to the orc, bring it all the way up into the airship, and then pull in the rope to get the orc onto the airship that way.
Without any suspicion.
Don't have
No,
that much rope.
I don't know how close the ship can get to the ground. Like,
Well,
if
no.
the ship can get to very close to the ground, then I mean, if it
Well,
can
the
get
ship
super
can
close
land
to the
on
ground,
the ground, but it depends
Okay.
how high you would have wanted it to be, so it'd not be attacked.
Don't forget they have arrows and stuff, probably. And Vibi is on top deck, so there is a possibility of her getting hit.
I mean, I
You would be in
understand, but
the
it's also
cockpit,
our
right?
Unless she's got to fly the thing, and that's up top.
yeah, it is our one serious advantage that we have over them is flight. Um, but that doesn't. I mean, we can save the orc, but that doesn't save.
Us.
That doesn't complete the mission.
Well, if we
Just
quit,
trying to run through options.
we don't have to save the orc yet. We could, if we do end up fighting, they're not exactly going to eat the orc in the middle of a fight.
Right, but we don't have. I'm saying the longer we leave him in there, the more likely he is going to be eaten. So if we try to spend time infiltrating their group,
If we break him out, we're not going to be able to infiltrate the group, are we, though?
I know exactly. So we have. I mean, so that's the flip side. Is the orc will probably get eaten if we try to infiltrate, or because we'll have to spend time infiltrating the group, which we may not even be successful in, or we can try and save the orc, which will definitely make it so that we can't infiltrate the group.
Did we not figure out any way to break a mind control?
It would have to be a powerful dispel magic.
And if it's someone to get another outfit, you're going to need some powerful magic just to dispel that magic.
Yeah, which that is beyond my skill. The spells required to undo it.
Does anyone know the
Beyond
mark
my
of
skill.
Samiel?
Besides dispel magic, you'd also used mind control to mind control someone who was mind controlled
Yes.
until your spell ran out, but none of you have that. Pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Exactly. So
Does anyone actually know the symbol of Samuel? Would that mark on Anaron's forehead be the symbol of it?
I
You
don't
can
know.
roll
My
religion
roll is
if you
pretty
want.
bad.
Looking at character for a religion roll.
Do I get a new one?
Yeah, if you want to know his
Okay.
sign, if he has one or not.
All right. Well, I can't roll worse. Roll the same. I rolled slightly
You're not sure
better.
if he has a sign or not.
Damn it.
If he does, I don't know it.
Oh god. Every time we come up with an idea of speaking or making our life easy, it just gets thrown out the window.
A player question. Did anyone tell Falgar about the time when Valorant used that thing on Rovandir during a storm?
Only Rovender knew about it.
A thing
Did
on
he-
Rovandir?
Yeah, there was. You wanted to go. The Rovandir wanted to go explore the tower in the middle of the storm, and Adarant used that mind control thing on him, stop him. And Rovandir had for a while the same symbol on his forehead. But Fargo was inside being deaf at the time, so if nobody told Fargo about it, then Fargo doesn't know.
The only person who would know is
I can't
Rovender.
comment on that.
I don't think Rovender told anyone that he got mind controlled.
I don't think Rovandir knew.
Yeah.
As a player, I didn't really remember.
Rovandir did because you went to the cleric,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
cleric told you about it.
Oh yeah.
But if Fargo told, Rovandir told no one, then never mind. Meta info I cannot use.
So yeah, I was just trying to cover our tactical options. Our tactical options, I can't start a fire in the woods, or me and Falgar can't start a fire in the woods. The flying ship is our one major advantage when it comes to fighting, but
Yeah, but what are you going to do from the ship?
Yeah, there's no we
I
can.
know it's not well equipped. I know, but
We'd have range advantage because we could fire down a lot easier than they could fire up. Unless it didn't work like that in this game.
no, it does. We have at least if you have higher ground, you get +1.
Yeah, you have high ground, so it's +1, but you still have minuses for distance.
Yeah.
And since you're shooting up or down, the distance is double.
I don't stand up, but shooting down is doubled.
It's just going up and down rules.
This game is good, but some rules don't make
Because
sense.
You've got to adjust for gravity from both sides, because it will go faster going down, it will go slower going up, so you still got to adjust where you're shooting. That's why you have the +1, so it is easier, but it's still really hard.
Yeah.
Because you also have wind to take into account.
So yeah, well, what else do you guys got Fridays?
The only idea I can think of is a frontal assault, and that scares me.
Now just buff up the bear and charge in.
No.
Sounds good to me.
The bear dies easy, especially with all these numbers.
Ah.
And they've got magical weapons, so that just shuts me down.
I mean, these woods are thick enough where we would be able to funnel them. I mean, I guess the map doesn't go out that far, but
Mm,
theoretically be able to draw them in.
true. So we're not in a big open area. We've got the trees for a wall pretty much to back us up.
Yeah. Or we could, since Adaranthe is facing the cliff's ledge or whatever, we could form a semicircle to cover
Yeah.
someone who was able to fight Adaranthe while we held off lizard folk should they try to intervene.
I could always do what they did in the film 300 and kick him off the edge. As a big ass bear. You never know.
Well, because he's under mind control, we don't necessarily have to kill him. I mean, if we were able to subdue him and then bring him back to the city, we could. I have his name down in my notes somewhere, but I have to
Leon.
step away from the computer.
Leon.
No, not him. The
Leon?
beach that we went to.
Oh, right.
Like Regendas?
I like how nobody can pronounce his name.
Yeah, if we can just subdue Adaranthe without killing him, that would be much easier because he's more than likely going to just get back up
True.
once he goes down.
Wait a second. Can I even do non-lethal as a bear?
I'm pretty sure I said this before. You can't do non-lethal with your
Yeah,
natural weapons.
That's what just popped into my head then. Shit. So I could hit him a few times. I could hit him a few times and then somebody else knock him out.
Yeah.
Wait, is it
We
that-
did manage to fell him in the tournament, but then again, he wasn't out to kill us back then either. And there wasn't, like, tons of lizard folk.
Yeah, and he didn't use his necklace.
Oh, also I could, believe I could use the maneuvers along with not a non-lethal unarmed strike to. I think I did it back in the tournament where I could lower his HP, so his chances of becoming unconscious is faster.
Oh, so you like do a big non-lethal damage.
That would be excellent.
Because the way it knocks out, like when the lines meet up in it.
Yeah.
So once he is knocked out, just keep punching him in the face a few times.
Only some of his maneuvers can actually do non-lethal.
Well, personally, I prefer that method. If we're going to have
Yeah.
a straight fight, I'd rather
Knock him out
be
instead
able
of.
to cover. Yeah, I mean, being able to cover people while we fight at it, like while people fight Adaranthe and others cover their backs, basically, so we can't get flanked.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid. I mean, idea-wise, I feel like.
So would we start with Dale attacking Amaranth, getting that high non-lethal damage? Well, hoping for the high non-lethal, and then someone else jumping in to finish it off?
Well, I feel like you and Dale would probably be the most effective. But
You
I
can
don't know,
redirect.
I mean,
Oh no, oh no wait. Balgod, did you tell me how he fought in the arena?
Yeah,
He can redirect
you
attacks.
can't flank him or have like two people close to him
Yeah.
while fighting.
And I do
mean,
not
we
want
could
to end up hitting
switch
Dale.
out, you know. Take turns or whatever.
Yeah, that's the only way we'll do it. I got the pounce feet, so that could work, but it'd have to be a big circle. And well, thinking about it, what we've got, that's what we'd need to cover there, innit?
You'd want to open with a pounce?
No.
I want to do that with a clip on the other side.
Just knock him off on me.
He just walks to the side, like, bye.
No, I'm saying like that's probably our line there because they couldn't get around us. By the looks of it, because I'm guessing these are walls, like these wooden pillars,
Yeah, those wooden pillar walls.
so they can't get through there. They can't exactly walk through a tent. They can't walk through us.
Does anyone know if lizard folk can see at night?
That would be a knowledge roll if you want to know. Let me see what it would be. A
If you-
humanoid, so I think it's local. Let me check.
Alright.
Humanoid's
And-
local. Yeah, you can roll knowledge to see if you know if lizard folk have dark vision and whatnot.
Gotcha. Would you be willing to roll that for me? I'm away from the computer doing the papers.
Can do.
Thank you.
um,
Well, that means no, you don't.
no, he will know.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's just
just
laughing.
check.
Carrick always asks questions and then answers them himself. Does anybody? Oh wait, no, I know. Never mind.
These lizard folk do not have dark vision.
Ooh. Then again, only 2 people in our party do.
They also do not have low light vision, so they just have normal vision.
So it's the evening. I mean, we can wait until the twilight hour if we want.
Yeah, but can all of you see? I know me and Falgor can have dark vision, but does Carrick and Dale?
I mean, I can make light. If
That
need
just
be.
defeats the object, though, because then they can see you.
Kind of same difference. We have to use light because then they can use the same light.
Well, I mean,
And who's to say
it's
they don't have
basically-
torches and whatnot?
Basically, the reason why is that would give us the advantage of if they would have to light torches or cast light spells or whatever, and it would protect us from ranged attacks, or at least make it so that they had to spend time doing other stuff before doing range attacks. That's why I'm like,
True.
if we were to attack, we should do that soon.
Just using a
Make it
torch
an
takes up a
open
hand. Unless they drop it on the floor, then it could go out.
They do have shields, so
So having a torch would help as well. Can we see any ranged weapons on them? Like bows or javelins or...
they're all equipped. So you know they have a hand axe and javelins.
Right. Well, javelins...
You have to get really close to count how many javelins they have.
So basically, that would give us the cover necessary to, or yeah, I mean, a couple of them light up some torches, but that still buys us a little bit of time.
Oh, damn it, Dale, you don't have your tower shield on you. Shit.
Could have planted that, taken
Yep,
off one of these.
yeah.
torches.
Don't you got a tower shield?
Yeah, and I can plant mine as well. The more tower shields, the better. Fly back to the airship, get the tower shield. When we'll wait until night time. If the plan is to wait till night time, you might as well get the tower shield and you can plant that.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Because I would... I'm not going to stop...
Everyone agrees with that plan. Yeah.
Like, I can plant my tower shield just before I rage.
Well, you can just give it to someone else to plant it for you.
Yeah.
I mean, they can just have 2 tower shields and not have a weapon, just have it on both hands.
I'll be right back.
Pretty pointless because tower shields don't stack, but yeah, you can just give yours to someone else to have it and plant it.
That helps with a bit of range. So those with the lowest AC have a bit of range cover.
Well, the only one with really low AC right
Me.
now is Dale.
Oh yeah, true.
Well, you're taking up you're giving up your tower shield, so you have even less. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's you and then Dale.
But us two are going to be in the fight, so... Like, even with the tower shield in bear form, everything's going to hit me. My AC is shit.
If you have that potion thing that Carrick has, or scroll.
That don't work, they've got magic weapons.
You lost two.
Yeah, we did. Also, Fish, you haven't changed the shield on your bear form. The bear form still says you have a normal
Oh, well.
steel shield. If you're in bear form, you only have 15 AC.
That'll be 17.
17? What for?
The shield.
I'm saying you won't have the shield because you're planting it.
Oh, yeah, true. So, yeah, 15. Even with the 19, yeah, it'd stop a few hits from lizard folk, but it's not going to stop Amaranth.
You never know.
Unless he rolls stupidly low, which we all know our luck isn't like that. The first attack's an 18. Shit. Someone say be right back as well. Yep, Stu's gone.
Spent about an hour figuring out this battle.
Where's Carrot gone? Yeah, he's gone down to another game channel. Why? What?
Really?
Yeah, it jumped. For some reason, it jumped in
User
channels.
joined your channel.
Yeah, sorry, I put the phone in my pocket. Survival games. Cool.
Yeah, it's a survival game.
Yeah.
It is for us. Fuck yeah.
If it's a survival game, we do not do well in it.
Yeah, Jack would have died alright now because he went 18 days without food.
So if a tower shield is planted, does that stop lizard folk from moving through it, or
Well, they'd have to do a climb check to get over it,
and then?
and that'll be their turn. And if they do that, it's an attack of opportunity.
All right, that's good then. So we've definitely got the line set up then. So that's what's here. 1, 2. Oh yeah, we've definitely got a full line set. Like there.
So granted, I mean, we can't see them. I don't remember what the actual mechanical value is of that when it comes to like a 5-foot space.
What do you mean?
Like, are we able to see 5 feet in front of us in the night, or like if you don't have night vision, I just like anything that's directly in front of you, or is there a mischance?
It's directly in front of you, and then everything after that is mischance. Because you can see
Okay.
silhouettes in the night time, so it's going to be harder.
No, Dale, we're not saying you need to use a tower shield. You're saying you can plant it. Therefore, it's
Yeah.
not on you, and it's cover.
I could plan it if we want. Doesn't matter who plants
Alright.
it, to be honest.
Alright.
I mean, you could have Achilles plant it if you really wanted. If she
Oh,
was here.
yeah.
And sure, I'm gonna go to the airship and grab the tower shield before the night ends.
Well, that's if that is a plan. So is attacking at the night the plan then? Falgo, are you happy with this? Or do you have any other ideas? Gee.
I mean, with this plan, you get
Um,
all of his auras.
I mean, not exactly happy with this, but I don't have better ideas either. So
I mean, what auras would you be looking at to start off the fight?
power for sure,
Yeah.
but I have magic weapons, so toughness is kind of
Why does it?
It's a damage reduction slash magic.
Also, magic just goes through it.
Yeah.
I thought oh no, it's the barbarian for everything.
Yeah. Same with the scroll. Like, that's what I'm saying. The scroll doesn't do what for me in that department due to the fact I've got magic weapon.
So what's your reservations about the plan, G? Because you might have some good points, I assume.
I don't know. I just
Why do
I
we
mean,
always
what-
have to fight?
kind of hard to explain. It's just don't have a very good feeling about this.
When do we all have a
And
good?
generally when we make, or at least in my own experience, when battle plans happen, they don't go according to plan.
That's why we're actually talking about
Something
this.
always goes wrong, and yeah.
How about you have a plan C for the getting the fuck out of there? If
Yeah,
it
we
does go
probably
all
should
awry.
have, like, well, one option would be because we don't know if Laban is aware of the situation here,
Mm.
because we didn't clarify that when we last saw him.
Yeah, all he just said was a rebel
Which
group,
on
really.
hindsight would have been a pretty good idea, but yeah, he just spoke about rebels. But does he realize here's a band of people wanting to destroy the world?
Isn't that what
Well,
rebels really are?
I guess I
Yeah, but
wasn't.
it's different to have a band of
Yeah.
Elfkin who just want to destroy the status quo and free stop slavery and stuff, or
Yeah.
have a band of really religious fanatics who just want to destroy everything.
Mm. I mean,
So if we could get a
my
message
character
back to
wouldn't remember
Laban and
this.
inform him of the situation,
You don't
but-
have any ravens.
yeah, don't have any
I mean,
means of fast communication.
my character wouldn't know this, but when we had fought Adarant at that village, and the lizard folk were like dropping out of the sky.
Yeah, that's true though.
Laban
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah. Point. But does he really know what
Yeah, does he know
what
the...
Adarant
Yeah.
wants? Like, why was that fight happening back in Getsuken?
I gotcha. I mean, that would be why I would. That's why for me the goal would be to
Knock him
capture
out.
Adarant, because I feel like that. Yeah, that's how we're gonna get answers. Perhaps. Gonna check to see if I can cast Flare at will.
I cast flare.
Well, it's more of a. It's not really useful in combat, but it's useful in using tactically. Like, have me
You
be
don't get the
ready if a
reference.
flare goes off.
We definitely have to have an escape plan if we're gonna
Yeah,
go
so like.
through with this.
It's
I
a
don't want
pretty
another
bright
Stopra
signal.
situation.
Yeah,
So have the airship ready for us to get out.
yeah. And if I can cast flare at will, I mean,
But-
have that be the signal.
No one here seen Unforgotten Realms?
No.
Ah, the silence hurts me.
Yep, I can cast flare whenever I want. Okay, perfect.
The only picture that allows me to put onto here. I cast flare. It's a Unforgotten Realms. It's a parody of D&D and stuff. It's a animated cartoon thingy. It's really funny.
Sounds about right.
And his character class is a lumberjack.
Nice.
But yeah,
Ah, shit.
so you got your plans.
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta get. For some reason, fucking duty wants some fucking more information. I think it involved last night when some kid was reported missing or some shit. I don't know. I'll be back in like 20 to 30 minutes maybe.
Okay.
Ah.
Damn. I mean, by the time he gets back, it'll probably be time for me to break away. I mean, I guess I could keep doing the voice stuff, but I don't really want to go in there with one less guy.
No. Not where that guy's got the tower. When he needs to get the tower shield, just say.
Unless you can think of more plans within another hour.
Yeah.
All our plans just get destroyed.
As a player, I would do the 2 tower shields and then just have that epic fight on the cliffside.
Yeah, it's always dangerous when you're like, yeah, that sounds like a solid plan.
Yeah.
Okay, GM.
Yeah, I'm saying as a player.
Yeah.
As a GM, I know things otherwise.
Yeah. I know all the other problems that could happen.
I mean, the only one who can really escape would
Is
be Dale, because he can fly, and then Carrot can do his teleportation away, but I don't think Carrot is the one to run away without his friends.
Of course, Edric, come here.
I can go better and then run a bit faster.
Well, how big is that chasm? That
Big.
Was
You
over
didn't
by?
really get close enough to check it out. It's a big drop.
I mean, like,
It'd be wide enough for the airship to fit in.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it's
thinking.
it's not. Since you're in a hilly area, that's not exactly the ground level. It's still raised up from the normal ground level. So it is a wide area because it is more just land.
Oh my god. Why don't we just push him onto the airship? We just pull in the airship and we just charge him all together. We're just like right behind the giant bear and like assist in the bull rush, and we just push him onto the. And then of course he's got like a plus 40 to bull rush or something.
Yeah, I know. The fuck. Still.
Just all bull rush. You all put your hands on the bear's ass and push it forward.
Come on.
Just make me huge before we do. Oh no, large. Sorry.
I can attempt to do the my teleportation spell on him as well. I mean, he's got a.
He has a will
know
save
what
against that, doesn't he?
Yeah. That's why it's an attempt. Oh, good. Okay, it is a second level spell, so it's at least a little higher DC. That was a pretty solid DC that he'd have to make. I mean, he might have a high one, but there's a chance.
Does this mean we're gonna have a battle on the airship?
Yeah, I was like, if we could pull Adaranth out of there and not even have to worry about the lizard folk.
Just come back for these afterwards.
I mean, if we
Oh
come
yeah,
back with
also, Adarant has some sort of teleportation stuff going on, too.
He does?
Well, Remar did see the portal thing.
Oh shit, yeah.
Control
I
the
mean,
room.
yeah.
A portal thing?
Yeah.
But he told us everything about it, so. Remar saw him. Well, there's a character called Remar you told me about. Apparently saw him.
Yes.
He like opened a portal and there was a figure of a giant snake in there as well.
Yeah.
So I don't
he
think.
can
Remar.
teleport to his god creature.
Yeah, by the looks of it.
That's what it sounds like. I mean, we don't know the details of the thing, so.
Yeah. I mean, but if he does that, then we just come back down here and deal with the lizard folk. You know? I mean, like, basically the idea is, like, if we could split one of them off to the other. There's only one other way I know of getting across into the neutral lands, and it's illegal, and it was only brought up to Rovendיר and never to you guys.
Well,
There's
well,
now another idea on the table of getting onto the airship.
yeah, but that just got shut down.
I mean,
Well, how
it
so?
could still work because yeah, if you, it seemed like he was teleporting to another plane. So it mean he would be here, so we could deal with the lizard folk. It's still a lot of lizard folk to deal with, but
If we tunnel these lizard folk, so we have this layout like we have here, we could take them down probably, but if we were to let get surrounded, we would be attacked from all sides and then javeled at the same time.
Yes, I mean, we can have the airship be on the opposite end of Adaranth,
Yeah,
even with the tower shield thing in place. You know.
yeah.
If we get Adaranth onto the ship, great. We just grab the tower shields and book it onto the ship. You know. If we can't, then we dig in deep and fight
Right,
like dung
yeah.
beetles until
So-
the death.
As soon as, say if we do manage to knock Amaranth out, and there's still lizard folk down, we can just run.
Yeah, we can dip out.
So, we'll start the fight. After a bit, you send the flare, get the airship down so it doesn't cause any commotion before we need it.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
And with that, I shall be right back. Well, not be right back, be back later.